prayers feel heavy, the words come slow. My voice is cracking, but I still show. I don't have fire, I don't have flow, but I bring what's left and I let it go. You're not waiting for a perfect sound, just the whisper that I'm still around. I'm tired, but still singing, barely standing, but still believing. You renew the strength I lose, you're the reason I still choose to lay it down, though it feels thin, to worship you again and again. I'm tired, but still singing. The hands are shaking, the tears are near. I show up broken, but I know you're here. I'm not impressive, but you never asked. Just a willing altar and a heart that lasts. You never turned from weakness shown. You gather praise from dust and bone. I'm tired, but still singing, barely standing, but still believing. You renew the strength I lose, you're the reason I still choose to lay it down, though it feels thin, to worship you again and again. I'm tired, but still singing. Even when I don't feel strong, I know you've been with me all along. My yes is small, but still it's true. This hallelujah's cracked for you. I'm tired, but still singing, barely glowing, but still clinging. You don't despise this quiet flame, you just keep calling me by name. And so I come with breath and ache. This is the worship tired hearts make. I'm tired, but still singing. Didn't run, I didn't break. I've been low, but you gave grace. I've walked through long and silent years. You caught each prayer behind the tears. And when I lost what I could see, your hand kept holding on to me. I was weary, but you stayed. I was fainting, still you gave. A love that never shifts or moves. You kept me grounded in your truth. Still here, still his, still carried by the hands that give, still marked by love, still called by name, still kept by grace that doesn't change. I may be bruised but not dismissed. I'm still here, and I'm still his. Some said I should have walked away, but faith was learning how to stay. You used the pressure and the pace to show me glory in the way. You were silent, never gone. something strong. I didn't hold it all together, but you were faithful through the weather. Still here, still his, still sheltered in your righteousness, still walking with the one who stays, still resting in unending grace. I may be cracked, but love insists. I'm still here, and I'm still his. No height, no depth, no wound, no death, no fear, no night can break this thread. You promised, Lord, and you fulfill. I'm held by hands that never let go. Still here, still his, still sealed by what the cross has fixed, still chosen by the King of grace, still held inside his holy place, not by my strength but by his grip. I'm still here, and I'm still his. Still here, still his, still held, still his. I didn't see the road ahead, but you saw me still, and you held the line. I was empty on the inside, couldn't feel or hear or pray. I let go of the promise, but you didn't walk away. You stayed behind the silence, carried me without a word, believed in what you planted, even when I called it dirt. You never needed proof to stay. You just kept hope anyway. You believed for me when I couldn't speak or sing. You held out faith while I was crumbling. You stood and stayed when I had no plea. You carried light, you believed for me. You didn't shame my doubting, you didn't leave my ache. You let me rest in questions while still guarding what would break. You whispered what I used to know till it caught my soul again, and grace became the echo of a long lost amen. You were mercy in my lack. You kept bringing Jesus back. You believed for me when I couldn't speak or sing. You held out faith that's what covenant means. You don't wait for strength, you lean. You fill the gap with steady flame. You write the song when I've lost the name. You believed for me, you never walked away. You saw the bloom inside decay. You called me child when I felt unseen. You held my yes and believed for me. Nobody clapped, nobody watched, but heaven heard. I sang in a room where no one came. No lights, no mic, just whispered flame. Gave you my voice with trembling hands. You saw the altar, not the fans. No reels, no likes, no digital proof, but you marked it down as holy truth. I worshipped where applause don't reach. I sang to you when I couldn't preach. Pride said push, let go of stages, held on to hush. Sowed every song like seed in dirt. Didn't sell fire, just offered hurt. They never saw, but you always see the yes I gave you privately. When motives bent, I bent my knees. No spotlight needed, just your peace. I clap with calloused, hidden hands. You clap back with unseen plans. No hype, no push, no show to sell. Still you fill the inner well. I'm still singing, cracked voice and all, 'cause faith still rises when crowds don't call. If heaven's tuned in, then that's enough. Even silence becomes worship, love. Worship, love. They didn't clap, but you were listening. I sang when no one stood, I served when no one stayed. I walked the road of quiet where thank yous never came. The stage was just a shadow, the crowd was never near. but you were in the silence, and you made the echo clear. You don't need a light to shine to know the heart that's yours is mine. No applause, still praise. No ovation, still obeyed. I wasn't seen, but I was heard. You caught each unrecorded word. No platform, no display, still my worship found its way. No applause, still praise. They never saw the fasting, they didn't hear the tears, but you were in the hallway, you counted every year. You never missed a moment, you saw the hands that gave. You honored all the hours that no one ever saved. You don't measure worth in fame, you write it in the hidden flame. No applause, still praise. No ovation, still obeyed. I wasn't seen, but I was heard. You caught each unrecorded word. No platform, no display, still my worship found its way. No applause, still praise. You don't need a microphone to call a worshiper your own. You need the yes, no one records. You crown the quiet with reward. No applause, still praise. No echo, still I raised. My heart, my hands, my whispered song. You knew it all along. And if the silence stays, still I worship anyway. No applause, still praise. You heard me, you always do. No spotlight, no applause, just you and my yes. I've said a yes in secret when no one saw the vow. I laid it on the altar when no one knew the how. You watched in sacred silence, you marked the hidden place, and every quiet offering was covered in your grace. I didn't come for mention or ministry or stage. I came to bring you glory, even when unnamed. Only you get the glory, not my hands, not my song. I disappear behind you, where only you belong. If I am never noticed, let worship still arise. Only you get the glory, forever lifted high. once I whispered and covered it in grace. If I am never mentioned, still let the incense rise. Only you get the glory, forever lifted high. I didn't deserve you, but you still came. I turned away, and you stayed. You stayed through silence, through shame, through the mess I never showed, through the questions I buried beneath my smile. Still, you stay. You didn't wait for my healing. You came into the wound. You didn't demand my voice. You listened to my ache. You didn't shame the stain. You covered it. Then you called me daughter. You called me home. Still you stay. When the lights go out and no song remains, and my strength has nothing left to say, you still call me worthy. You still call me yours. Not because I earned it, but because you are love, and love doesn't leave. You walk with me still, through fire, through silence, through glory, and at the end of every prayer, you're still there, holding me. You know all of it, every thought, every fear, every place I don't trust you yet, and still you choose me. You saw me stay. You saw the broken patterns, how I try to earn love, try to be useful, try to disappear when it's too much.
pretend more constant, but instead you stood at the door of my storm, of my shame, of my silence. And you knocked, not once, not twice, but until I broke, until I opened, until I said yes. Now here I am, still unsure, still healing, still asking, why would you love me? But you just smile and say, because I do. So I don't have all the answers, but I have you, and you have me still. You choose me. You heard the cry, the one I couldn't plan. Not written, not rehearsed, just holy, raw and real. I said I was empty, you said come. I said I was stained, he said I've won. I looked for love in broken things. You open wide, you're covering wings. You loved me first, you chose me still. You saw my ache, you paid the bill. You stayed through storms, you called me home. I found in you I'm not alone. So I bow and I burn every plan, every turn, every fear, every shame, every part that wore my name now belongs to you. This is my cry, this is my fire, this is my worship, this is my life. I return, I relate, I release your holy name. You are the fire, you are the cry, you are the reason I'm still alive. You are the mercy, you are the flame, you are the altar, I bear your name. Let this cry live, let this cry burn, let this cry